Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back with J-With for the final time. And we are in the Vladivostok. Now this map in particular is kind of new to the higher tiers. Like, I've played it a few times in different ships, Massachusetts being, I believe, one of the most recent, also Jean Bart. But this is going to be a really fun one in the Vladi. We're going to push off to the right side. As you guys know, I love to win my side, so that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to push to the right and see what we can accomplish over there. And I promise, guys, this one's going to be a good one. The Vladi gets a bad rap because it's not the most consistent ship in the world. But this thing, make no mistake about it, is nasty. It's very tanky. It doesn't have a whole lot of superstructure HP, which is one of the downsides of the American and the Germans. And on top of that, like, it's just nasty. When it hits hard. And, yeah, you don't want to play around with this thing. Now, obviously, one of the weaknesses of this ship is that the turrets tend to get knocked out really easily. Which is not preferable. It's not uncommon to lose a front gun in the course of a battle. But the good news is you still have two other guns. Unlike Jean Bart and Richelieu, where you lose a gun, that's half your firepower gone. That being said, when we push over to this right side, it is going to take a little bit before we get anything spotted, and we are going to absolutely crush everybody on our side of the map. And then we're going to swing all the way back around and crush everybody on the other side of the map. It's going to be glorious. So hopefully you guys are ready. It's been a little while since we've featured the Vladi, I think. I can't remember recently doing the Vladi. I try to mix it up on the channel. I don't know if you guys noticed it or not. I like to mix it up. I like to play a little bit of everything. Obviously, the battleships are what you guys like to see the most of, so that's why I play battleships more than anything else. Plus, I enjoy playing battleships more than anything else. There's a little bit more... Hello, Iowa. He's angled. Don't really want to take this shot unless he decides to go broadside. So, yeah. Now, as you can see, I'm about to go behind the island. We do see the North Carolina here. And so we decide to hold our fire, not shoot at the Iowa, and wait for the chance to absolutely annihilate this North Carolina. North Carolina presenting a really easy shot for me. He's not angled very well, and he's not going to see this coming until it's too late. Now, the Russians have increased firing velocity, or shell velocity. So you got to watch out for that. And they tend to have pretty good penetration as well. Not quite as good at penetration angles as the United States, but when you get a penetration in this thing, you're going to blap people. As the North Carolina already found out, for the first salvo 23,000, he has quickly lost even more of his health, and he's not changing course, so this can only end one way, sunshine. Go back to port. I lied. This can end two ways. He somehow survives long enough to get behind the island, which is not preferable. He should have died there. I don't know how I get a citadel on the first shot, and then the second shot I don't get anything. Just how the game works, I guess. But, yeah, just as we're about to, and there's that weakness I was telling you about. Now, this was actually a stupid play. I don't normally do this. But Colorado behind me managed to finish off that North Carolina, which is nice. But using a damage con, remember, you only have limited number of damage cons in the Russian battleships. And that's kind of a rookie move by me, you know, being used to playing other ships, that I tend to try to repair a gun turret as quickly as possible. It was just a stupid play, and honestly, could come back and bite me in the backside later on. So, you don't usually want to do that. You guys want to hold your damage cons for when you're on fire or flooding. That's it. And don't even use your damage con when you're on fire once, okay? Wait till you have 2 or 3 fires before you use that damage con, because you're gonna need them, okay? You're gonna need them. Now, this Iowa pushing up to the island, making himself pretty well known of what he's thinking about doing. We get one overpin on the Miyoko. He kind of turned in towards us, which is unfortunate. But this Iowa, his plan here was very obvious. He's coming over here to either ram me or shoot my partner. Either way, I'm not going to allow it. In order for him to pull this off, he has to come around the corner, and that means he's basically broadside, and that's no bueno in an Iowa, especially to a Vladivostok at this range. You're done. Go back to port. You do not pass go, do not collect $200, you're done. So, just like that, we've got our first kill. We've already got 60,000 damage done. And we are just now, what, 4 minutes into the match? 4.5 minutes into the match. So now we get to wrap around. Now there was a synop over here, so we don't want to come around the corner full broadside. You guys know this. You gotta pie the corners, boys. You just can't sail around the corner full broadside. You have to give them some angle. You can't do it, especially in Russian battleships. Speaking of Russian battleships and being broadside, oh my God! Wait for it. What just happened to my shot? Really? Really? That man's flat broadside to me at less than 12 kilometers, which means I get the bonus to the dispersion for the Russians. And we hit 2 shells and didn't citadel him. Now, fortunately for me, he gets complacent. He decides, I got away with it once, I can do it twice. You're wrong. You can't. It's not a good idea. As he should have been depth struck the first time we pulled the trigger on him, he got finished off there the second time. Now, as you can see, we're maintaining a relatively good push here. Our team is grabbing Alpha. We've already grabbed Bravo. And we get to wrap around behind this island and go after these guys some more. Now, obviously, we're almost in range to attack that King George. He does disappear temporarily. And it's around this point that somebody started calling for help. And I was like, yeah, I'm on my way. And then I realized, dude ain't got no health. Like, he's dead. So there's nothing I can do about helping him. But King George here, giving up a beautiful shot. So we go ahead and take that. And then obviously Z-23 is coming back into Bravo as well. Now with J with here and our destroyer, I feel pretty good about this. These guys being able to hold that cap. So I'm focusing the battleships here. And I know that I can leave that to them. Now, obviously, Carrier's out here on my side, so he's going to be trying to focus me down. And one of the little-known facts about the Vladi is the AA isn't that bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. If you focus me long enough, you're going to have a bad time when it comes to getting your plane shot down as he gets a fire on us. Now again, we don't want to set that fire, or we don't want to put that fire out right away. We got a Suja out here about to start bombing on us from range. And you can see, we're just shredding the planes. We've already got 3 of them, 4 of them, 5. The entire squadron is now dead. So that just goes to show you cannot just like willy-nilly attack a Vladi. And there we get set on fire a 3rd time. We go ahead and put that out. We use our first heal, and we're going to be back up to basically full health. And that's just common sense. And like, again, we wasted a damage con early on that turret. That was a bad idea. And now we're going to be facing a carrier that's very angry with us because we're getting way too close to him. And a Suja who's in full kite mode. This is not a good idea in a Russian battleship with limited damage controls. So making sure that budget your damage controls, space them out, use them wisely is what I'm trying to get to. Is a big deal. Now, you can see I'm not going straight at the Suja. Why is that? Because I have a feeling that the carrier's out to my right. So I am going to go broadside to the Suja and try to close the distance on the carrier to get the carrier spotted so that I can shoot him while still being able to shoot the Suja. So we go ahead and take another shot at the Suja, and I'm not going to lie. I thought the Suja was dead here. But unfortunately, just 3 overpins. Real unfortunate. But we're already over 107,000 damage. We've got 10 planes shot down. He's feeding some more planes to us, so we go ahead and do that. And as you can see, Suja's torpedoes coming in, the carrier's torpedoes coming in. J-With manages to take out the destroyer in his mines, so that's beautiful. And as you can see, more planes are being shot down. Sacrifice all your planes to me, buddy. I don't care. As we shoot down even more. We're now at 13 planes shot down. And we finally have the Lexington spotted. Now, here's an interesting thing. I like to try to get rid of the hard targets first. Obviously, Suja is probably the more, like, obvious choice for a target. But that strike there showed me that the Lexington's no joke when it comes to torpedo damage and stuff. And we already know that he has ridiculous HE bombs. So we don't want to play around with him either. So we're going to go ahead, we know we're not going to be touched by those torpedoes, so we're good there. And this guy's kind of riding the wall here. So we go ahead and take a shot at him, and we get really good dispersion. And he's slightly angled, and wait for it. Okay, we didn't citadel him, which is surprising to me. I honestly expected citadels out of that salvo. I thought he was going to die. We got 5 full penetrations. We got a good solid hit out of him. But we have 132,000 damage. We have 2 kills. Come on, are we going to be able to take this carrier down? Now again, we overmatch him. He's angled, but not that well. And so, like, it should be easy mode here. This should be death. Another great looking salvo, and we still don't citadel him. 6 full penetrations, 1 overpin, and we are just absolutely shredding his planes as we get close enough to start shooting down fighters as well as the attack planes that he's sending to us. But, yeah. 1 more good salvo, and this man's is dead. And you can see somebody, I'm not going to mention any names, trying to yoink my kill back there, Mr. Colorado. But we're going to go ahead and finish off this carrier, get him out of here. Another great salvo inside the 10 or 12 kilometer range that you get the buff. So we finish him off. Suja's still in range to shoot at, so we're going to go ahead and start turning our way towards him. We're going to make sure that we keep all of our guns to bear. I am going to hold the damage con just in case, because I know torpedo planes are on the way. I don't want to trigger a damage con and then get a flood. So we want to just hold our fire. Now, obviously, Suja starts turning towards us. We're going to go ahead and drop that shot a little bit, anticipating the turn in, and that looks amazing. He gets blapped. The shells are already on the way, and we got him. And we citadel him, of course, for the Pitadel. You gotta love it. Can't citadel him the entire time that he's doing whatever he's doing out there. Hit him multiple salvos. But as soon as he's got no health, that's when we citadel him. But we did manage to pick up a Confederate Clear Sky High Caliber, 168,000 damage, 4 kills, top of the leaderboard, 3,000 base XP game with J-With coming in with another 2,300 base. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.